Are AI startups booming or crashing? Listen to find out more.
I think the real question is like, what happens to all of this revenue that has been generated? You're seeing companies generating $50, $100 million of ARR in a matter of months and then raising huge rounds. I think what we haven't seen is whether there'll be any sort of either logo churn or dollar churn as new companies come in with even cheaper solutions, the foundational models move up the stack and just absorb capability, or things just don't work and they get abandoned. All of that churn happened in social. I remember when I was in the middle of helping build Facebook, we went through that whole cycle. There was 7,000 or 8,000 social companies. Yep. And within 6 years, there was 5 of us left. It happened in SaaS when I was investing in SaaS. There's a couple of very early and important successes like Yammer, which SaaS started, which I was very lucky to be an investor of. But then it took many years for the handful of winners to get really sorted out. And I suspect we're about to go through that same cycle in AI. So I think that article basically paints a very accurate picture. There's been a lot of trialing and experimentation. We now need to go through a sorting and a cleansing, and then we'll rebuild from first principles around the,
not surprising
the businesses that are good.
Yeah, so that really goes back to the concept that we're really in the early innings of this new technology revolution. And the current players are going to be disrupted because they're just not at a point where the infrastructure, all the infrastructure is all laid out. And so when you see this happen, then the current players that we think are there, a lot of them are not going to be there. So it's like the first wave, the first tech boom, right? In 2000, 2001, 90% of the companies that, that occurred or were created before 2001 are all gone. So the same thing's going to happen. We all just have to be careful of the hype. And there's going to be new models, new infrastructure. They're all going to be disrupted. We're still early in the game.